Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Catfishing Carp, and as you can see, it's a winter wonderland. We've got about 5-6 inches of snow coming down, and we're gonna go catfishing. But first, I need to see if I can get my boat out of my driveway, and I ain't shoveling jack. So let's get to it. All right, we're all locked and loaded. Let's see if we can get this boat up that driveway. Not too bad for a little 4-cylinder Kia, huh? Now we're just taking it nice and easy. Downhill's where I'm gonna be clenching. We're going fishing. Well, it's nice. I was worried we'd have ice on the lake, but not yet, not yet. Will you be big boys and hold on to the rope, keep the boat from drifting away? Here, hold that rope. All right, you guys got the boat? Don't let it drift away. Dad's gonna gun this. There we go. Well, getting that trailer out of the water and up the ramp was a lot harder than I thought. Retrieving the boat may be a big problem, but we're committed now. All right, come on, boy. He is going. All right, let's let that purr for a little bit. Well, that's only when there's wind. Not a lot of wind today. Here, guys. Okay, now hop on in. Nathan, over on this side. All right, we got the pop-up tent here. All right, guys, you like this? You think you can stay warm? Oh, good. So if we get a little ice here on our way back, that ain't no problem. This boat can handle a lot of ice. If you want to see a really cool video about me using this boat as an icebreaker, check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Okay, I just remembered I forgot to bring a knife to cut up the bait. Let's see if I have one somewhere in here. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. You guys doing good in there? Good. Man, I really like this jacket. Striker makes it. And it's an ice fishing company. And this jacket's meant for like -20 or something like that. And it even has buoyancy aid in it. So if you fall overboard or break through the ice, it's supposed to float and help you float. But man, it is very warm. Do you want to build a snowman? Do you want to catch a fish? Look, the shad are way down deep. They're in the bottom of the deepest holes. When the weather is nasty, but the water temperature is relatively good, they get down as far as they can away from that rain and cold, and they snuggle down in the bottom. So we're gonna get our cast net all the way down. To complicate things further, I tore a massive hole in my net the other day. So it still works, just doesn't work well. We are challenging ourselves today. We are testing our limits. Oh, I got one. There we go. Couple more. Oh, it's been a while since I've had to work so hard for bait, but there we go. There's some gizzard shad. Keep them on ice. All right, we got bait. Let's go get some catfish. Oh, I had to throw that net like 12 times, 13 times, and it's got me wet. So my overalls are soaked through, which will be fun. We're gonna try this spot and see what happens, but we're either gonna catch a lot of fish or we're gonna move on. So just give this a go. Well, the hard part about fishing in the winter is everything takes more work. The good news is work keeps you warm. All right, let's chop up some shad and get these rods baited. Here you go, this is my rig. A simple 3-ounce slider and an 8/0 Gamakatsu circle hook and a big gooey piece of shad. You want to just barely hook it through the back so there's lots of hook point exposed. But this bait works so good in the wintertime. A lot of these shad die when it gets really cold, and the catfish just gobble up all these dead shad. And so they are so gorging on shad right now. There's a 20 to 25 foot trench about 30 feet in front of us running perpendicular to us, and I'm just gonna shotgun baits all along that trench. And we're gonna see if there's any fish in there. I didn't really see any catfish on the sonar, but in this weather, I'm not surprised. But you just see what the shad are doing, and that's what the catfish are doing too. The shadfish are hunkered down in the deepest holes. That's where the catfish are gonna be as well. Pay attention to how long it takes your lead to sink to the bottom. That'll give you a good feel for whether or not you put your bait in the right hole or not. I got a couple rods with these 10/0 circle hooks on them, and I'm gonna put a big old shad head on there. There could easily be a 40-pound blue catfish around here, and I want to catch them. I'll tell you what, I prefer snow and rain over wind any day of the week. This is much easier to fish in. All right, now we wait. I'm giving this 15 minutes. If I don't get a hit on one of these rods in 15 minutes, I'm out of here. I'm gonna try a different spot. That's the name of the game in the wintertime, stick and move. These catfish aren't wandering around in this weather, in this cold, okay? Look at that. There's a hit right there. Catfish aren't gonna be wandering around a ton in this weather. So if I don't get a hit, that means I haven't put my bait on top of the catfish, and I shouldn't wait for them to show up. Look at this rod right here. It just keeps kind of going like this. And then I keep looking over and there's all this slack in the line. Something's monkeying with it, but in this cold weather, they're kind of lethargic. So sometimes they don't hit it as hard as they would in the summertime. Yeah, there we go. Just reel it down. Yeah, load them up. There we go. 1 minute, 30 seconds, we got our first customer. I love these rods, but these reels just don't last. I've already smoked the gear on this. Just barely hooked. Check this out, he's pooping. Look at what that is, that's seaweed he's pooping. These channel catfish, they eat seaweed, man. Look at that, he's just crapping out seaweed. Seaweed makes up a big part of catfish's diet. He's probably about 7 pounds, 6 pounds. Not too bad. Healthy channel catfish. Let's get him back. Oh, look at that. Oh. That is a substantial fish. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I gotta move. Ooh, he feels like he's under a snag. Ooh, that's not good. Oh. Oh, the boys were called. I was in the tent messing around. I popped my head out just to check to see if anything was going on, and my rod just went whing. Just messing around with too much stuff, and I let him swim out under a snag. I could kick myself in the pants over this. Well, let's see. I gave him a little slack. We'll see if he swims himself out. But I think he's popped off, and I'm just hooked up on that snag. It feels dead now. Look at that, broke me off. Oh, that felt like a 30, 40 pound fish. You guys. Oh, Nathan, look at this. See, it'll warm your hands up. Is that warm? Yeah. And then once it gets cool enough to drink, it'll warm up your insides. This is one of those new Kamagatsu 10-aught catfish hooks. I'm gonna give that a try. I think I'm getting some nibbles on that. Gotta get my head on the swivel. I got too much going on. I'm missing bites. Oh, I'm still kicking myself over that fish. I'm too distracted. That's gonna cost me fish. This rod's getting a lot of hits, but it's got a very large shad head on it. Unless it's a pretty decent sized fish, it ain't gonna get it in its mouth easily. Oh, I just got a hit on here too. Come on, we're not missing this one. Whew, another healthy channel catfish. Dang it, I thought I had open water over there, but it looks like I got myself another snag. I'm embarrassed, I've just lost 2 fish, but I'm just too distracted. Gotta be paying attention to my rods. And instead, I'm trying to rig things up, keep kids warm, talk to the camera. It's a little bit much. We'll do a little better here. Oh, watch, sorry about that. Oh, there we go. Whew, I think this is the biggest one. Not too bad, a 7-pound channel catfish. We'll get him back. There we go. Oh, I'm still irritated about losing that big one. And that other one too. I mean, man, I just don't lose many fish and snags, but oh well. Just gotta pick yourself up and move on. I've only been in this spot about 35, 40 minutes and had 5 fish on, landed 3. But the boys are getting cold. I think we're gonna be going home here pretty soon. Oh, there's a fish right there. There we go. There he is. Look at it, he's got little bumps on him. Well, we're catching lots of catfish, but the boys are cold, so we got them cuddled up with Dad's coat, and we got a show on Netflix, and hopefully that'll last until we get home. All right, we're getting out of here. I am more than a little curious to see whether or not I can get this pontoon boat up the icy boat ramp, and because we got some freezing rain and it's been coming down pretty heavy. So I'll bring you guys along and we'll see whether or not I make it. But I gotta pull up anchor right now and do it before I succumb to hypothermia. Catching catfish in the wintertime is not as hard as you think it is. There's a lot of really great tips, and I didn't share all of them in this video. I've done several videos on how to catch catfish in the wintertime, and I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can check out those videos to get even more details on how I do what I do. You know, guys, I don't really winterize my boat. The closest thing I do is I trim it like this. So just trim it up until all the water gets out of the engine, then turn off the engine. All right, we'll get you out. Well, I'm not gonna lie and say that was easy, guys, but we did it. Got up that hill and I didn't put the boat in the trees. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. It's a little slick. Love this car. All right, guys, let's go see Mama. Here, let me help you, bud. Well, this is not a bad way to end a very cold, wintry catfishing trip. Do you guys have a good time?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it. If you want to see more great videos from the Catfishing Carp YouTube channel, don't forget to
Click subscribe and make sure to hit the